In Demeter's temple, Psyche accomplished all of her tasks with utmost dedication. But all this work was not enough to make the young woman stop thinking about her lost love. The goddess Demeter showed her pity for the poor girl and decided to help her. "Poor Psyche," she said softly. "I feel sorry for your pain, so I give you the following advice. Go to Aphrodite's temple and offer yourself to the goddess with humility and submission. Then you will soften the goddess's wrath, and perhaps you will be able to win back your love." Who am I not to follow the advice of such a wise and benevolent goddess? Psyche thought. She went to the temple of the goddess of love, not knowing how she would be received by her former mother-in-law. The young woman was met with great distrust by Aphrodite. "What is the most obnoxious and disloyal of creatures who have walked this earth doing in my temple?" the goddess thundered. "I humbly throw myself down before the goddess of love and put myself at her service, in search of forgiveness," Psyche answered. "Do you believe you will be forgiven easily by me after robbing me of honors and hurting my son?" Aphrodite hissed. "To purge your sins will be very painful, and you will have to do the most difficult jobs, which may even cost you your life." "I will do anything," Psyche replied, "to at least have a small chance to earn your forgiveness and win back my love." Aphrodite chose to burden Psyche with painful tasks. As a first assignment, Psyche had to go to the grain barn and separate different varieties of seeds that were thoroughly mixed together. The difficulty of such a task would have overwhelmed even Hercules, but the god Eros, who secretly observed everything, made the ants help Psyche in her task. Thus, the young woman accomplished her work in record time. Aphrodite was angered to see the work completed so quickly. "I don't know how you managed to accomplish this task so easily," she spat, "but the next one will not be so straightforward." Psyche was then ordered to bring Aphrodite a handful of golden wool from dangerous sheep. These were no ordinary animals. Besides their golden wool, they were also fond of human flesh. The sheep passed through a narrow trail between thorny plants, and part of their wool stuck to the thorns. Psyche collected the wool left between the thorns and presented the golden threads to the goddess. "Well done," Aphrodite sneered, "but do not think it's over." The goddess of beauty demanded that Psyche bring her a jug of water from the source of the Styx river, which was located atop a mountain. The task seemed impossible, but Zeus ordered his eagle to collect the water from the source and deliver it to Psyche. And so one more job was accomplished. Aphrodite admitted, "I see you have conquered the mercy of the gods, but your next task will have a price that only you can pay. The hassle you've caused me has exhausted my beauty. So I demand that you go to the kingdom of Hades and ask Queen Persephone to fill this box with beauty so I can restore my splendor. Then you shall have my forgiveness and my blessing to reunite with my son again." Psyche now knew that her end was near. She saw no other way to enter the underworld than to take her own life. The young woman was ready to jump from the top of a tower when she heard a ghostly voice whisper, "There is another way. I will tell you the route and how you can overcome the obstacles. Charon the ferryman and Cerberus, the three-headed dog. But when you come back, do not open the box." In any situation, following the guidance of the mysterious voice, Psyche found a cave that led her to the underworld. After a long descent, she reached the banks of the Acheron River and met Charon. "I serve the goddess Aphrodite and have an audience with Queen Persephone, who awaits me," she said. She gave 2 coins to the boatman as payment and crossed the river of souls toward the domains of Hades. Psyche introduced herself to the king and queen of the underworld, Hades and Persephone. "What does a mortal do in our realm?" Hades asked. "I am here at the service of Aphrodite, who asks you to fill this box with some of your beauty so that she may restore hers." Persephone smiled slightly and gave the box back to her, now much heavier. Psyche began her journey back to the surface. As she approached the gate, she came across Cerberus, blocking her path. But guided by the mysterious voice, she had brought with her barley and honey bread, soaked with a sleeping potion. She offered it to the dog, who fell asleep, and Psyche proceeded to the surface. As the boatman made his return trip, Psyche saw her reflection in the dark waters and noticed how tired she looked. She began her ascent to the world above, carrying the box tightly in her hands. "This box is nearly overflowing with beauty," she thought. "It won't hurt me to take just a little for myself." When I find my love again, I want to be beautiful and glowing for him. But when Psyche opened the box, out of it came a black mist. As she inhaled the mist, she began to faint, life leaving her body slowly. Eros felt that something had happened to his beloved and flew to rescue her. When he found Psyche, she was cold as death. Thanatos, the embodiment of death, was already beside her body. Using his divine powers, Eros lifted the mortal mist from her body and sealed it back inside the box. Psyche awoke in Eros's arms. "My love," she whispered, "I feel now that I can finally look you in the eyes without risking losing you." Then the couple kissed passionately. Eros instructed Psyche to finish her mission by delivering the box to Aphrodite. Meanwhile, he flew to Mount Olympus, where he begged Zeus to convince Aphrodite to allow their union. Eros led Psyche to Mount Olympus, where all the gods awaited her. From the hands of Zeus himself, and with Aphrodite's reluctant blessing, she received the nectar and ambrosia, the divine foods that bestowed immortality. "Psyche," Zeus declared, "your path was stormy, but you have managed to complete your quest. Now you are immortal and free from the obstacles born of human ignorance. The bond that binds you and your husband will never be broken. This love will persist for all eternity. From the union of Eros and Psyche was born Hedone, the goddess of pleasure, and the love of the couple lasted forever.